What is a key risk factor differentiating simple coal workers' pneumoconiosis from complicated forms? Duration of exposure, coal dust concentration, genetic predisposition, smoking history. Coal dust concentration. Explanation. The key differentiating factor between simple and complicated forms of coal workers' pneumoconiosis, CWP, is the severity of the lung damage and the presence of progressive massive fibrosis, PMF, which is a hallmark of complicated CWP. The coal dust concentration inhaled over time directly correlates with the likelihood of developing the more severe and complicated forms of the disease. Higher concentrations lead to more significant inflammatory responses and, ultimately, the development of PMF. Why other options are less suitable? Duration of exposure. While duration is a risk factor, it is less specific than concentration. Both the duration and concentration of exposure influence the severity of CWP, but the concentration of coal dust is a more direct measure of the lungs' exposure level and the resultant disease progression. Genetic predisposition. While individual susceptibility can play a role, genetic factors are not the key differentiator between simple and complicated CWP. They may influence an individual's overall risk, but the presence of PMF, complicated CWP, is primarily driven by the level of exposure. Smoking history. Smoking can worsen the overall health of the lungs and contribute to respiratory problems, but it is not the primary factor differentiating between simple and complicated CWP. It is a confounding factor, but not the defining characteristic.